Welcome back. Got a lot of questions about what to do with garrisons. A lot of people, they don't want to make the mistake of getting duplicate heroes or trying to level up the wrong heroes just in case. Before, we never really had much of a reason for blues and greens. I mean, you just picked a green, you leveled them up that had a 5/5 talent, and you just stuck them in the tower. Now, people are starting to get a little bit wiser, and they're starting to realize that greens and blues, they can actually help your team in certain situations. Now we're going to start with the greens. So what do I mean in certain situations? Now, it's very situational. But here's something. Hill Giant. This guy is a global procer. Although he doesn't target heroes, if you have like a Grizzly Reaper, an Ares, and a Spirit Mage, and that's all you have for global procers, well, you throw this guy in another corner, and lo and behold, he'll help you. Usually you use him if you really want to on hero expeditions, but he's useful. Another one. So he's number one. I'd use in garrison. Another one, very, very important. Frost Witch. Try and get her an enlightenment or just another high level skill that will actually help her in battle. But I'm going to show you. Not only will an enlighten help your might with your talent if it's a 5/5, but your hero is going to level up quicker and is going to give you more might. So enlighten is by far the best talent that you can get for a garrison hero. Now, once you do any of these rollings, you hire with gems, you hire with honor badges, you're going to get a whole bunch of greens. Go through those greens. Make sure you get good talents on them, you know? Or like a Dryad, which the only thing she's going to be doing is stunning. So you get her for the stun, even though you may not need her, but just in case. Then you put a nice talent on there like a heavy blow. You put stun on a stunner. Nothing wrong with that. As you can see, more enlightened for Hill Giant. Frost Witch, since she could be used for a boss battle type of deal, you put heavy blow on her. Heavy blow. If she's born with a life drain, you keep that on her. Anything. And then I have Angel as well. These are the 5 best ordinary heroes to use in garrison. Angel, just because she heals, you know. You never know, and you can get that extra healer in there. Something crazy might happen, but overall, yeah, you just keep them. Now, on to the blues. So we need to take 5 out of here. Which 5 are we going to take? First one is going to be Shaman, without a doubt. Before Inscriptions, Shaman was amazing in Mesa 4. Just amazing. But with Inscriptions, now that pretty much every hero is over 100,000 HP, not as needed, but you still might be needed if a tier 4 boss ever comes out. You never know. IGG likes to flip everything on its head. So that's always something to keep in the back of your noggin. Try and think long term when you think of these heroes. Executioner, 7/9, stuns for 3 seconds. Most of us don't have any need for stunning anymore. But, just in case, we keep Executioner. Assassin, she's got pretty good single hero or single target DPS, but overall, Not really needed. Werewolf, the worst. He's even worse than Marauder, I think. Cyclops, no. Panda, no. Serpent Queen. You get this old girl, 9-star, 4/9, 5/9. Once you actually start getting your garrisons up, when you have that luxury, she's actually going to be a very, very good DPS hero. Do you need her? Probably not, but just in case. Ice Demon. You seen that? If you look on my channel, I had a Mesa 4 speed run. This is why. He's like a giant slowdown in a hero. It's a global proc slowdown. So he's very, very useful. And who's 5? Who's 5? Who's 5? Oh yeah, Triton. Now, you're going to say Triton, he's probably one of the worst ones in the game as well. And you're absolutely right. But if you ever looked at Triton's skill on 9/9, I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I think he reduces enemy healing effects between 90 and 95%. Something like that. Some ungodly number. But you can always think of ways for IGG to mess with you. And actually having to use a Triton is one of them. You get a tier 4 boss, and he's got life drain on him. And he heals for 200k a hit, at least. Because, you know, they got 120 mil damage. So a life drain on a boss is just going to be ridiculous. Well, that's where he comes in. So 95%, if the boss doesn't heal 95% of its damage, then you can actually start to do some damage to him. Now, that's just something to keep in mind. So that's why I always like to keep those 5 as well. Go in here. Right there, those 5. All right. Thank you much. I'm out.